What's good, y'all? Back at it. Shout out to the boxing fans. Shout out to the Canelo fans and the Canelo critics. This video is going to be about Canelo Alvarez and the aftermath of him fighting John Ryder. I also want to speak on Teddy Atlas and his opinion about Canelo. Most of it I agree with. One thing I don't agree with him saying is that Canelo's overrated. I don't believe Canelo is overrated. When Teddy Atlas spoke about his resume, I can agree to a certain extent. He has some good names on his resume. But he also has some tomato cans on his resume too now. You know, early in his career, I felt like he fought a lot more better fighters. And then later in his career, he was fighting either fighters we don't know or fighters who already was mentally broke down by somebody else. Like a Kovalev. Now, Teddy Atlas said that Canelo lost twice to Triple G. I disagree. From my lens, I felt like Canelo was the better boxer. He landed more flush punches. A lot of people was getting excited off Triple G just letting his hands go, but his hands wasn't always touching Canelo's face. His gloves was not touching Canelo much. So, from my lens, I gave Canelo the first fight. I gave him, it could have been either a draw or a split decision for Canelo in the second fight. And then in the third fight, you know, Triple G was you could just tell he was not the same no more. Like, this was not the same Triple G. I was very disappointed in him. You know, I thought maybe that time he would have got Canelo up out of there. Canelo up out of there. I thought he would have knocked him out. But the way he was fighting, it was almost as if like, damn, bro, did you just take a pay cut? I mean, did you just take some money just to, you know, throw the fight? Because he didn't have the same intensity and fire that I'm used to seeing him have. But anyway, Canelo, I do agree with Teddy Atlas. He said Canelo needs to fight Benavidez. He does. He does need to fight Benavidez. He does. I don't favor Benavidez to beat Canelo if they do fight. I'm going to be real. That's just my opinion. In my opinion, I think Canelo beats David Benavidez. But David Benavidez, he deserves to fight Canelo. He deserves to be in the ring with Canelo. Years back, Jamal Charlo and Demetrius Andrade had deserved to be in the ring or fight Canelo. And I felt like Canelo was avoiding both Charlo and Andrade. And then later on, he started avoiding Benavidez. Whether you want to say, oh, it's because he just didn't want to fight any other Mexican fighters anymore, or because he was really fearful of the Mexican monster. But Canelo did look old. You know, he did kind of look like, you know, he was aging. He was looking like he was slowing down. He was getting hit a lot more. He was kind of showing the shades of how he looked against Bivol. But I still think Canelo's a legend. I still think that he's going to, I mean, there's no doubt about it. He's going to be in the Hall of Fame. He's a Hall of Famer for sure. And, you know, he has some really, really good fighters on his resume. You know, he clearly lost to Mayweather. I thought he lost to Laura Erislandy Lara. I thought Lara actually won that fight. Matter of fact, no doubt about it. I thought he did enough to win that fight. He outboxed him. He was washing Canelo in the early rounds. And then Canelo started finding his spots and started hurting Lara. And then Lara was kind of on his bicycle a little bit and just being just a boxer mover, get out the way. Let me do my Muhammad Ali. But I still felt like Lara won that fight. But surprisingly, I don't feel like Triple G won any of those fights against Canelo. I'll watch it again a few more times, but the few times that I did watch it, I was like, nah, Canelo got his ass. But, yeah, he needs to stop fighting tomato cans for sure. No more tomato cans, Canelo. Either retire or fight these guys that you need to be fighting. The top tier. You're supposed to be still trying to fight the best. This is the best. Fighting the best. Like Mayweather say, you need to fight guys. Don't start making everybody think that you really are ducking. Because you said out of your own mouth, sir, that you look forward to fighting, you'll fight anybody. You're ready for anyone. I'm so proud of you, Canelo. You've come a long way. I remember when you first came on the scene, the only English words the world heard you say, or the first English words was, I was born ready. But then now you're having a full conversation. People can ask you a question. You understand exactly what they are saying. And your reply is on point. I'll be like, oh, look at Canelo. This man came a long way. All it took was a few years for him to get under his belt. And now he can speak both English and Spanish and maybe some other languages. I don't know. But I'm not a Canelo hater. I do want to be. I try to be real about certain things. But I just want to say that Canelo needs to fight these fighters that deserve to be in the ring with him. Don't fight no more Europeans. End this European tour that you're on, buddy. And you need to do your part to make sure that your legacy is not tarnished because of your latest fighters and your latest performances. Everybody's gonna have a performance that's gonna be a struggle every now and then. Nobody's gonna be perfect. Everybody's gonna struggle. But at the same time, don't let your fans down. It seemed like your fans in Guadalajara, Mexico, was very disappointed in you. I didn't hear a whole lot of cheering in the aftermath. Maybe, I don't know. But peace and blessings to Canelo, and hopefully Canelo can bounce back and show the world that he is still one of the top. If he's the face of boxing, he needs to show his face and face off with these other guys like Benavidez, Charlo, and Andre. I think everybody's been ducking Andre, really. I feel bad for Andre, but, it is what it is, man. People playing politics with him. People can say, oh, he made some bad business decisions, and he ducked. I don't believe Andre ducked nobody. I feel like Andre got so sick of being ducked all these years from the fighters he's been calling out that now it's like, man, whatever, man. Like, y'all not going to play me. Y'all not going to just tell me what I'm going to do. This is what I'm going to do. It is what it is. If I have to retire, not getting the fights that I wanted, but, at least I'm going to hold on to my integrity. Y'all not going to treat me like a sucker out here. That's how I feel about Andre. But y'all be easy, man. Salute.